Hello, Harry.
Hello, Rob. Welcome to the Hello Harry show. So, I guess to start with, what type of work do you do for Triathlon Victoria? And back when you were in England, what type of work did you do there, triathlon-wise, as well?
Oh, very, very different. So here for Triathlon Victoria, I'm involved with the coaching side of things, setting up running courses, liaising with the coaches here in Victoria, putting on webinars and various education pieces, which I'm just absolutely having a ball doing. And then the other side of my job is the technical officials, making sure we're looking after the technical officials, making sure we have enough officials at races so that all the racing that happens is fair and safe, and that sort of thing, and putting on the education courses to train up the brand new technical officials to join the team. So back in the UK, very, very different. I worked in financial services, so did a little bit of coaching, did my coaching qualifications with British Triathlon, and that gave me a lot of fun. And my last few years at work there was predominantly on the training side at work within financial services. So a few sort of parallels really, but nowhere near as triathlon focused as I am over here, which is fab.
That's really great to hear, Robbie. Like, kind of talking about your UK experience, what was it kind of like moving from, the UK to Australia?
That's a big question. It was very exciting moving to Australia. There's just the most incredible amount to organise. And my wife's an absolute superstar because she's the really organised one out of both of us. But it was really, really exciting, and it was a case of, we felt that the time was right to have a real adventure, and if we didn't take the opportunity to go on an adventure, then we wouldn't. So yeah, we kind of jumped at the chance to move across here.
How long have you been working here, and have the years gone slow, or have they gone really fast for you?
Been here just over 3 years now. So I'm 1 year off being able to apply for citizenship, which is really exciting. But it's literally flown by. It feels like yesterday when I first moved across here. It's just fantastic. But actually being able to run and running along the foreshore into work with music playing in the headphones, the sun shining, blue sky, and you've got the bay being just absolutely beautifully flat. It was, it's just an incredible feeling. So yeah, time is flying by very, very quickly.
What motivation do you kind of have going into a big race?
It's about having fun. I've no preconceived ideas that I'm going to be at the sharp end of a race or pushing for any medals or that sort of thing. So for me, it's very much about having fun in the enjoyment side.
But what is your like one of the races you've done in the past that just stands out as probably one of your all-time favorite races?
I suppose that the iconic races that I've done. So I did Ironman Wales in 2015, and that is quite an exceptional experience. If anybody's into long course racing, then you've got to do Ironman Wales once in your life. The crowd support, the scenery, it's just incredible. And then Alpe d'Huez Triathlon, scenery there, the countryside is just breathtaking. And it's such a unique race because you you cycle to the reservoir where they hold a swim, and you're cycling along these mountain pass roads, seeing the valley beneath you, and it's just spectacular. Unfortunately, I crashed in that race, so I never got to finish it. But that was a pretty special race all the way up until I was airlifted in a helicopter off the side of a mountain.
Moving on, what this probably bring back some memories to you. What is your favourite English snack or food that you, I guess, really like back home?
For those people who know me, most food is my favourite food, but I would have to say, just as a snack, pork pies.
Why pork pies?
Absolutely love pork pies. They're just delicious. Pastry, luncheon meat. Oh, perfect size snack. And meal, this is something I'm really missing. Because I lived in Leeds and Bradford, which is next door, it just has the most amazing curry restaurants. So I really miss the curries from the UK. There's some pretty sensational curry dishes that you could get, and yeah, not quite hit the mark here, but can't win everything.
No, you sure can't. Have you thought about doing international Uber Eats and just asking them to?
Oh, I've no idea what the delivery charge would be like on that.
How did you firstly get into triathlons, Robbie? Like, what was where did you first hear about it, and kind of what got you into doing triathlons compared to doing soccer, especially UK, and doing cricket? Like, what kind of got you into doing triathlons compared to those particular sports?
Well, I used to play soccer and or football. I'm going to call it football because that's what it is. I used to play football. I used to play rugby. I was 400-meter runner at school, and then I was playing cricket. But I had a really bad knee injury when I first went to university from playing rugby, and the knee injury was bad. And it took a bit of getting over. I had 4 operations in the end to try and fix my knee. But I also probably have to be honest. I probably sulked a fair bit because I had been really, really sporty, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do the things that I used to be able to do. I used to be a really fast runner. And when you lose that, it's difficult to sort of rationalize in your mind, and it's not always easy to make the right choices. So I certainly didn't make some good choices, and so I got really quite large. And I was struggling. I was playing cricket for a local team, and I was struggling to even walk to the other end of the pitch, other end of the wicket, at the end of each over. I was fortunate enough that I was a skipper, so for those who know cricket, I'd place myself in a slip, so I didn't have to do much running around or chasing. But I was still struggling at the end of every game. So I was, from a health point of view, I was not in a good way. I'd get out of breath walking upstairs, and there was some sort of health issues there. So I joined a gym, and they were running an indoor triathlon. And I also had a very good physio that I found at that gym, and she was able to sort my knee out. And I thought the latest operation had failed, and I thought that was it. You know, I was just going to increase in size. I was going to have to stop playing all sport, you know, not even cricket. But the physio got me going again, which was pretty spectacular. And as I say, there was this indoor triathlon at the gym where a whole group of us would have a training session once a week, and then they gave us a training plan for the rest of the week. And then after about 6 or 7 weeks, we had this indoor triathlon race, which was done in reverse order. So we did run, bike, and then swim. And I just had an absolute blast. Absolutely loved it. And thought I want to do another one, but I want to do a proper one. I want to do a triathlon outdoors. And I was looking around. This is about November 2014, I think. And I was looking through all the races which were available, and I saw Ironman Wales listed on September the 13th, which was my birthday. And I didn't sign up immediately, but I thought that's calling to me. It's why would it be on my birthday? Why would it be Ironman on my birthday if the universe wasn't telling me something? So I thought about it, asked permission from the better half, obviously, who told me I was nuts. And then after a few days, I thought, sod it, and got the wallet out, paid the money, entered, and the rest is history.
I think one of my funniest questions so far. When you're going on a road trip, what is your go-to tune?
I may lose all credibility right now. But if Let It Go comes on from Frozen, I will be singing along to that. And I even got caught when I was teaching swimming in MSAC, going up and down the lanes with the kids. There was aqua aerobics on, and Let It Go came on, and I was there singing it while I was teaching swimming. I'm not going to sing it now, that's for certain. However, if the music came on, I may well start. But just to try and win some credibility back, I'm a big Stevie Nicks fan and Fleetwood Mac, and that will get me going as well. Probably a close second place.
What type of training do you do before a big race? Like before you did that triathlon you talked, the Ironman race you talked about earlier. Like what type of training did you have to do to actually do that? And like what did a typical week in the Rob Wallace training schedule look like?
I guess the best prepared that I've ever been was for Bustleton a couple of years ago, and probably average 12 to 14 hours a week, with some 18 to 19 hours on the big weeks. But then I've done races where I've only averaged maybe 6 to 7 hours training a week as well. So to me it's about having fun. That's
a wrap up, Robbie. That's all we've got time for right now. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing your awesome story.